bushes growing. Yes. Ah, right there. Those bushes are growing nice and tall. Not too tall. Don't want them all the way up to the sky. She's gonna brush up with the huh? And all. Let's see if we can have a paper towel. Paper towel. And now we're gonna blend these bushes. I'm blending them using a piece of paper towel. There's about 14 canvas. Share out this stream for me. I really appreciate it. More people watching it. There we go. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Okay, there we go. Those thumbs up, I really, really appreciate it. Okay. All right. Now, go. Yeah. We're ready to do some grass. Blue. Blue. Yellow. Oh, yeah, over. And some blue. Some green. Blue and yellow make green. Right, let's see. Oh, yeah, there we go. Looks that real good. And I'm having green footer on. Go. Yes. Ooh, there we go. Nice, good dark green. Okay. What we're looking for. Okay. Stir this up real good. All right. There we go. Okay. Now when you put some highlight onto the bushes, that's once you put brush out with a little bit over center. Over center. Okay. Now let's see. Ooh, yes. Alright. Has woods here, so we need bushes. Okay. Okra. Okay, there we go. Now stir up yellow ochre. Yeah, there we go. Stir up the yellow ochre. I'm gonna start the ochre. Let's see. Let me start here. There we go. I'll tell you the ochre. And now we got some bread. Red, real good. Okay, there we go. Come on, chill up. Come on. Oh, I know what I need. I know what I need. Oh, yes. There we go. Nice little bushes growing. Woods. Oh, there we go. Mixed colors. Going red. Oh yeah, there's some beautiful colors. Oh, I love those colors. Wow. There we go. Yes. Hey, that one should be red too. Just like that. So brush out. Get my big towel. Okay, let's see. There we go. There's some green. There's gonna need some green in that for sure. Yeah. Ochre, green. Okay. There we go. Okay. Nice and grass. This little 1 inch brush. Oh, brush. Good. Yeah, that's good. Let's come down here and look at this. Go. Living up 14 chemists. Here. There. There we go. Make some grass in there now. Yes. Make some grass in there. Okay. That should start looking good now. Okay, now we got the grass in there. Now we're going to continue with the grass. Looking for. There we go. That. Okay. It's down like this. Okay. And this. Like this. Years after years and years and years and years and years of experience. It works. it works after those years of experience. Ah, right. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see here. 100 years of experience. Blue. A little bit of work right in the woods. This. Go. Then about 14 canvas. Looks good. But then too, you paint on what size you want to paint. It's totally up to you. Me, I prefer to work on 11 by 14 canvas, but you can paint one of them size canvas you want. Might not want to paint with oils like I did. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Right? Everybody's different. Okay. Well, let's see here. Let's get there we need to get some trees in here. Oh, yes, let's work on the trees. Okay. So I have a fan brush, but I don't have a fan brush, but I can make an evergreen tree with a brush like this. All right, let's see here. We'll do another evergreen tree right here. Start by making a line. Some people call these pine trees, some call them evergreen trees. There we go. Back and forth, like you're making little Z's. Just like you're making little Z's. Some shapes into your trees. Don't be afraid to put those shapes into your trees. If your tree don't look like mine, don't get discouraged. It'll work for you. It will work for you. Just don't get discouraged if your tree don't look like mine. It's but you won't paint like overnight. It takes a while. Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Because your tree will look right. You learn how to paint, just take your time, don't rush through it. There we go. Okay, now we got that tree going. There we go, right through my bush. But don't worry about that. Learn how to make a tree. Okay. What happened to that? Yeah, that looks okay. So, looking good, looking good. Okay, watch this gonna brush out. Okay. And don't get discouraged if you're don't get discouraged if your trees don't look like mine. I did not learn how to paint overnight. It took me a while to do this. Not without without, of course, with practice and taking classes, you get it. You will get it. This takes a little bit of time and takes a little bit of practice. It takes a lot of practice. But once you once you know how to do it, then just a breeze, I mean, you can do it. Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged about, you know, trees don't look good, if bushes don't look good, because they will look good. You just have to keep practicing. Devote some practice time. Want to be a painter? Devote some practice time. Yeah, take practice. Ooh, yeah, yeah, over on that. Yeah. So now let's see here. Green. Green there. So go ahead and tune in to the painting show live. This is my painting show live, but probably saw the title for this one. I've been an artist for many, many, many years. Many, many years I've been an artist. Oh, brush losing hairs. These brushes are real good to use, but they sure would lose hairs after a while. Okay, now we do. First off, real good. There we go. Okay, there we go. Clean your brush real good. You want to get all that paint out of there. You don't want to leave paint in your brush because what happens over time is that the paint will harden in your brush, in your bristles. And it's real hard to get that out of there. You have to work and work and work and work and work and work and work to get the paint out of the brushes. Maybe that, you have to remember that too if you want to be a painter. To really wash your brushes out. Now I'm going to put some yellow ochre down here. So it has cad yellow. Cad yellow or lemon yellow. Ooh, man, does that stuff work good? Okay, I'm going to put some right down here. Even here will probably be a pathway, a dirt road, maybe a road in the woods. there we go. Ooh, wait, that's pretty. Wow, look at there. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Wow. Take that way back there in the back. Now what you're doing is you pushing these bushes further and further in the back. If I'm painting the grass, let's see, I'll take my one next brush. So if I'm doing my grass like this, what's this doing is it's pushing these bushes back further in the background. Now it's kind of wide open a little bit. Okay. I'll probably just learn something right there on my show. Yeah, I just learned something on my show just by watching me paint. I'm gonna share a story with y'all. Let me share a story. Um, many years ago, when my mom was living, and this is many years ago. When my mom was living, um, my mom came home from the hospital one day. And so I decided to teach her or to show her how to paint. And so I had two easels and two canvases set up. And then I decided I want to show her, teach her a little bit. So I told her, I said, let's paint, Mom. She says, okay. Well, we had a mountain and all that going on. And the mountain, the bushy type tree right there. So we had bushes and a mountain going on. And then, you know, her mountains looked real good. And then her sky looked real good. But when it came time for her to do the trees and the bushes, she just stopped. She says, I can't do no more. She said, because I don't have the ability and the know-how like you have. And I bet I told my mom, I said, but Mom, it's a beautiful painting. And she says, I know. She said, but I don't have the ability and the know-how like you have. She said, but she said, I like to watch you paint though. Well, that's the reason why y'all like to watch me do this. I like to watch me paint and put some good feeling into my heart. And knowing that I have people out there that like to watch me paint, just like my mom did so many years ago. And I miss my mama very much. But I also, often wonder about that. Every time I start painting, start thinking about when, that day when me and my mom did that together. We was doing things together, me and her. Put some bushes right around that water. We might put some few more trees in here too. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Me and her, we used to do things together, but you know, yeah. I was trying to teach her how to paint. Always remember that. But she did tell me, she said she preferred to watch me paint. And what I was doing, I was just trying to get her mind off of her sickness. That's what we're all trying to do. And just get her mind off of her sickness. That's what I'm trying to do. You know, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get her mind off of her sickness. You know? Okay. So now we have that. Okay, cool. All right. Now we need to get some color onto these bushes. So let's see here. Let's get some more yellow ochre. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and get some pink. I don't made too much oil in this brush because it'll make it slick. Get too much linseed oil in there, you gonna make it too slick. You know, want to keep it. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Yeah, look at there. Wow, guys, check that out. Look at that. That's pretty. Ooh, ooh, oh yes, that's a beautiful color right there. Look at that color. There's some red. There's some red into it. Now let's see if we put some yellow ochre into that red and see what kind of. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. If you can't see that red too good, might add. No, no, no. You guys, I think that red looks good. Let's see here. This is a pretty color right here too. Oh, yes, yes, that's gonna be pretty. Yeah, oh yes. And a little bit red. Let's add a little bit of titanium white to that color. To get a rosy type color to it. There we go. Another thing for you to do if you just first starting to learn how to paint is how to mix your colors. I'm gonna brush mix this a little bit. This would be a real pretty color. Let's see. There you go. That ooh, ooh, yes. Woohoo! Dude, look at that color. Wow, look, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Now that's what years and years and years and years of experience would do for you. Right there. Right there. That's what oh yes. Yes. Woo! Look at that color. Yes. Ooh. Oh, pretty color, pretty color. Wow, we that's look at that color. Wow, isn't it beautiful? Man, I like this already. I hope you guys like this too. Yes. Wow. Woo. Oh, wow, we look at that. Yes. Yes. Woo. Dude, look at that color. Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes. We got some serious heat going. Ooh, yes. Oh, pretty, 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 pretty. Yes. You guys can do this, or you all it takes is just practice. You know, be willing to practice. Devote some practice time. You want to be a painter? Devote some practice time. Can't stress that enough. Devote some practice time. It'll work for you. Okay. So that is pretty. Then I'm gonna wash this brush out. I gotta pour me some more this there. Look how pretty that is. Wow, wee, isn't that beautiful? God gave me a palette. Sure did. God gives people talent. And one of the palette that he gives me is painting and teaching. Well, actually, he gave me the palette of painting. But I love to teach this to you guys because I have years and years, like I said, I have years and years and years and years and years that of experience. You know? God gave me the talent to do this. And all I do is give him all the glory for it. That's all I do. He gives me the talent and I give him the glory. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my palette knife and some. I'm going to do a tree. Right somewhere. There we go. So we're going to put a tree in here, guys. Okay. Now I got some people watching. Share the stream out. You get more people watching. Running into a. Well, now we got it. Okay. All right. Now let's see here. We're going to do a tree. Do the tree. We'll do a tree right here. The knife. Palette knife I'm using came from a set. Got a set of paints. Oh, I'm sorry. A set of brushes one time. So this knife I'm using, this palette knife, came from that set. Okay. Oh. Now I'm going to do this right here. Go there. I'll probably straighten that little tree up. Excuse me, I'm looking for my brush. There it is. Straighten that tree up. Oh, that's a nice tree. Trees come in all shapes and sizes. Nice. That tree. Yes. Okay. Get my little brush. And then we'll put some branches. Looking for the. Thought I had a painting off the side. Burnt sienna. Burnt sienna's a pretty color too. It's kind of like, raw umber or whatever you use. I use nothing except oil paints. I used to paint with acrylics many, many years ago. I like to do. I like to paint with oil paints. I find sometimes painting with oil paints that seem like they stick better. I'm gonna take this little brush that I'm using, pull it up in color green that I made. Put some green leaves on it. Okay. Over there. Yeah. You never know what you can do unless you try. You might not have never painted a tree before. No? You ever try? Just never know what you can do unless you try it. You'd be amazed to know what you can do. Oh well, I was looking for my blue. There you go. Now you have a tree. Let's just brush out. Let's brush this out with this nut except Polish thinner. Don't like to use turpentine because the smell is so bad. But if you use Polish thinner, it's a little bit better. It's better if you use a little bit of Polish thinner. At least I think so. Now, if we take some, I don't want to. Yes. Or I forget. We'll start with this titanium white. This is this plain titanium white I have. And we'll put some bark on that tree there. What did you call it? The highlight. We'll just spot highlight on the tree. Okay. Oh, not oh yes. Yeah, see, not starting to look good there. Not like this already. Okay, now we get some color on this tree. Yes, there we go. Yes. Okay. Now if you take some raw umber and burnt umber, you'll have I was in taking art in school one time in high school. Actually, I was doing sketching and drawing in high school. And, I had to take my drawing to the teacher, and the teacher told me those are lollipop trees. I don't make lollipop trees no more. I don't make lollipop trees anymore. Okay, take that, take that off there. It's not, not now. Now look at it. Okay, there you go. Now that looks cool, man. That looks real cool. That looks cool. I was sitting here doing this and painting for you guys, and start thinking about my mom. But my mom would be so proud of me nowadays. My dad would. My daddy would have been too. My daddy would have been real proud. I miss them both. I miss my mom and my daddy both. And me and my dad, we used to, well, just for fun. Me and my dad, we used to play. Uh, we used to play guitar, and my daddy kind of taught me a little bit to play the guitar. And then I started to back in the 70s. I started to play around on the drums just a little bit. Me and him, we just, me and my dad, we just play around with music. We wasn't in no band or anything like that. We just play around for some fun. There's a lot of, but like I said, I miss my daddy too. But my mom really. It's my mom that really miss. Of course, that I do miss my daddy. My daddy was it was just me and my daddy. Like I said, we used to just play around with music and everything. Just for fun. And so we wasn't in on band and okay, so now we're going to hit the road. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. No, I know. The bullfrogs. Oh my goodness. Let's just say that one was just real small. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, it's a beautiful. Oh, look at that. I better get my mods down in the chat watching right now. Yeah, I need my mods watching the chat when I'm painting. Ooh, this is so much fun. You just never know how much fun you'll have when you're painting. It's just, for me, it's a lot. to me, it's a lot of fun when you just sit around and do nothing and sit this kind of stuff. I was doing a art festival many years ago, and so anyway, at this art festival I was doing, um, I had this person. I was this person came to my booth where I was. I don't know. This is probably about I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, but I was doing a outside doing a demonstration at an art festival, and never forget this. This man saw me painting some mountains, and he came by my booth, and he said, "Hey," he said, I want you to put a skier. He said, I want you to put somebody skiing down the mountain." Well, I was never taught in art school to be doing people before. I always like to do, scenery, that kind of stuff. Yeah, this person just want to know, he said, I want you to put a skier in the mountain, I mean, not the mountain, like or like somebody skiing off the mountain. Well, I can't paint people, you know. And told him, I said, I could say, hey, I'll just load up my brush and let you put a skewer in there. If you want a skewer, I can load the brush up and let you put one in there. But I didn't tell him that. He said, "Oh, hey," he said, "when I come back, I want to see a skewer in that painting." I'm like, I can't do that. I don't know how to draw people. And then I had some kids came by my booth, and that was a lot of fun. I had some kids come by, and they was fascinated, man. They was fascinated at what I was doing. And as they was fascinated, ooh, I had so much fun that day. Yes. You never believe how much fun I had that day. And when I had some kids, and these kids were kind of small, everybody, small kids, but they really liked it too. They really enjoy me teaching them. And of course, too, I let them hold a brush, and I showed them how to hold a brush and everything. It was fantastic. Let me tell you. It was, I had a lot of fun, you know. I can't believe the smaller kids say, uh, you know, they just come by my booth, and what I would have, I I don't know how many people. But one time or another, I was doing the art festivals, and I would have close to 30 people, maybe 40, between 30 and 40 people watching me paint. It was fantastic. Oh my goodness, I'm like, oh man, wow, that is, you know, awesome to have 30 to 40 people watching you paint. It was magnificent. It was awesome. It's so awesome to have 30 to 40 people watching you paint. And then I also did that same festival again, and I, I was painting inside of a tent, and then I would have same type of people, same amount of people, and it's in a tent, and I would have anywhere from 20, 30 people show up maybe inside this tent. It was fantastic. Hey, there's my friend Pink. Yes. Oh, I got a raid. See, I'm so busy. I'm. Oh, cool. Okay, you guys watch me paint. Oh, cool. Yes. Let me see it in the chat. Oh, then my friend Pink. I can't wait to see you Sunday, Pink. Oh, it's gonna be fantastic. Oh, we're gonna have so much fun. I'm sorry, guys. I'm painting and talking to you guys. So J Bug Raid. Thank you for the raid, there, J Bug. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I hope you're feeling a lot better. Okay. Let me continue with this painting. Um, some of y'all know her. I know I do. The real lady Apanya. And I was going to do a video about the real lady Apanya, a short video, but I can go ahead and tell you on my stream. Um, the real lady Apanya she's in the hospital and she really needs our prayers. And so I had already asked some people in my church to be praying for the real lady Apanya. And come to find out, uh, I was told that she has a brain tumor, and it kind of made me sad to know that she has a brain tumor. And but y'all would just say prayer for her. That would be so awesome. Real Lady Atanya. And I like the Real Lady Atanya. She's friends with Pink Motivation, and there were also my friends also too. Anyway, I was thinking about the Real Lady Atanya. Y'all would just, say a prayer, pray for the real lady Tanya because she needs our prayers right. I don't know how she is. I don't know how she's feeling today. And but anyway, I was just thinking about her myself. And anyway, oh, oh, okay. Go just pray for the real lady Tanya. And of course, me, I was at my church Sunday. And at the church, I mentioned it to I think I went there Sunday night, and I mentioned it to one of the pastors at the church. And I think he's the music director. Excuse me, I think he's the music director of the church. He's also a pastor too. And I happened to mention it to him, but tomorrow night I have church. And so I'm sure we'll be praying for her then also too. Yeah, the real lady Tanya could use your prayers. You might think about her when you're praying. Yeah, I know I didn't drop the link in thing, but I wanted to just to teach this to you guys. Okay, I just wanted to teach you how to paint. And every month, let me tell you about this. Every month, I have a painting teaching class. Pretty sure we'll be doing one for next month, which will be in June. And I just don't know what time yet, though. I don't. I mean, I don't know what the date is, but There will be one in June. Okay, we're going to sign this one. I'm going to sign it right here, and then I'm going to work on another one. It doesn't matter where you sign your painting. You can sign it there, you can sign it right there, you can sign yours like there. You can sign in any color. So I chose red because I like red. Okay, we're going to take this one down, and I'm going to work on another. Pink, I have a painting for you, and I'll see you Sunday. I'm going to bring it with me. I have another one too. Somebody else. Okay, and now, yes, look at this. You guys ready for this? Okay. You know, one of the things that would help y'all, you see, now when I'm teaching my class, most of my students they paint with acrylics. But let me show you something. Okay, this is called a pocket color wheel. Okay, so this is a pocket color wheel, and this way you can mix your colors, all that kind of stuff. You have red, like right there, you see red, and there's no titanium white on this. If you mix like red and white, we'll make pink for you. Okay, and then yellow, yellow and green. If you have some, say, cad yellow, mix that with a little bit of sap green or a phthalo green, will probably make a real good bright green for you. Just like orange, yellow, orange, and everything. But these are real good to have. So if you guys don't have one of these, you probably can order you one right through. Uh, 1 hour into my live stream. Cool. You probably can order one of these. Now I want to show this to you before I start painting on this one. Okay. So if you have, all right. Now this one's kind of messed up with with paint, but this is what it is. Okay. But it's called the pocket color wheel, and this would help you a lot how to mix your colors and stuff like that. Okay. Now you guys might want to think about teaching one of these. Okay. If one of my mods would put the link in, put my link in so people can see how to contact me. Okay, so I switched canvases. Right, this is a 11 by 14, 11 by 14 canvas. Okay, now we have a mountain. Well, yeah, we have like some hills. They're really not mountains, kind of like hills of valleys. So right up here, you look right there, we have the sky. Okay, if you take some titanium white, put it on onto a palette knife, you make a cloud. Look how easy that is. Watch this. Watch. Yeah, see? Look how easy that is. Yes. That white, with that titanium white, really helps. Put a cloud right there. Of course, clouds still just floating around the sky all day. You know, clouds just floating around the sky. I love to look at clouds, different shapes. You know, different shapes from clouds. So pretty. Have you ever seen clouds, how different shapes they are? It's so pretty when you look at clouds like that, how all the shapes are of the clouds. You know? You might see a cloud that's shaped like a rabbit or anything like that. It's really awesome to look at clouds, how they're shaped. Uh, I think that's so, different. I can tell you that. It's very different. You know, what I'm going to do is this one, get this one, this one, hold on, right there. This is another way for me to teach you guys how to do this kind of stuff. Real fantastic. You never painted before. This painting can be so much fun, but you enjoy it. You will actually enjoy how to paint. Let me tell you about something. Um, you know, not too many people ask me how I get started in painting, but I used to watch artists on. I used to watch artists on TV all the time. I mean, I used to watch artists on TV all the time when I was growing up, especially back in the early '80s and early '90s. I used to watch artists. One of the artists I used to watch, of course, is Bob Ross. I used to love to watch Bob Ross, and I still do. And but anyway, yeah, he's one of the artists I used to love to watch when he comes on TV, and his paintings are magnificent. If you ever seen him painting, boy, he is magnificent to watch and to learn by. If you want to learn, if, do what I used to do. Just if you want to learn how to paint, do what I used to do. Watch some artists on TV. You can watch Bob Ross on TV. Um, you can buy, well, yeah, you can watch them on TV. Put that way. Okay? Yeah, you can watch them on TV, but that's what I used to do. I used to love to watch him on TV. When he comes on, and I am glued to that TV set. When he would come on, I would be glued to the TV set. I had to watch Bob Ross. Of course, I still watch him today. You know, and I love Bob Ross. Bob Ross was a good man, very good man. And let me share a story with y'all. So one day, my mom was home from the hospital, and she had a friend over, and her friend came over to help my mom. So anyway, um, her friend came over to help my mom, and so or to visit my mom, and so they was visiting, and I think I had a question to ask uh, Bob Ross' secretary, and so I started asking, and the next thing I know, well, you ain't gonna believe it. But the next thing I know, I started a call and had a question to ask uh, Bob's secretary. And so, as the story goes on, you are not gonna believe this. But as the story goes on, uh, I posed secretary a question about some kind of art. And so, next thing I know is she said, "Well, somebody's here to talk to you." And guess what, y'all? It was Bob Ross himself. I am not kidding you. I actually talked to Bob Ross on the phone, and he's very, very nice to talk to. He's a very nice man to talk to. I really enjoy listening to Bob Ross, and Bob had told me that he was going to pray for my mom that day. And you know, it's very, very nice. I was about to shake. I was so nervous talking to him, but after a while, I talked to him, and he was very, very nice, and I really enjoyed that. Me and Bob Ross, we had a good. We talked for a little while on the phone. Very, very nice guy, and of course, that's why I learned how to paint by watching him. And then I would watch other artists on TV as well. And that's how I learned how to paint by watching different artists on TV, how they did their paintings and stuff. It's magnificent. If you've never seen Bob Ross, y'all just watch him. Uh, he's real good. I love to watch him. And comes on a comes on a station, comes on a network. I can't remember what it is. It's called something. But anyway, I still love to watch him. But yeah, that's why I learned how to watch. That's why I learned how to paint is by watching artists on TV. You can do. If you want to learn how to do this, I can teach you. You know, I can teach you how to do this kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, um, do what I do. Watch artists on TV, and you can learn how to paint like that. That's what I do. That's what I did. Okay, now we go. Now we're getting it. Ooh, this one going. Ooh, I like this one. Look at that. Hey guys, look at this. Yes. Isn't that cool? Don't never get up. Don't never give up either. You can paint. Just you know, give yourself some time, but you can paint. If I can do it, you can do it. It's just that easy. If I can do this, you can do it. It's not nothing hard, but you will need to devote some practice time. Devote some practice, and you can do it. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. You know. Now I've been doing this for over 30 plus years. I've been doing this. But yes, you can do it. You can just make your mind up to it and do it. And see, that's why God gave you a mind. He expect you to use it. He expect me to use mine too when I'm painting. You know, use your mind. You know, you guys can do this. I would say, yeah, but you've been doing it for a long time. That's true. That's true. But you can do it too. You can do it too. I was sitting up here thinking about that. I had a dog. Well, I had two doggies. This is so funny. I had two dogs, and I had a Labrador and a Beagle. One day, this is many, many years ago, and so my dogs decided to get up on the bed. And by that time, I didn't have an usual work area like this. So I decided that I was going to put my paints on the bed. Okay. And this is so funny. So what happens next is that the beagle has a short tail. My beagle had a very short tail, and the beagle decided to add some a little bit of linseed oil to this brush because it's a little bit thick. Um, so the beagle decided to wag its tail because the beagle saw me. I had doggies do. And so the beagle decided to wag its tail. But it wagged its tail all right. It went right into the paint. And so the Labrador decided it wants to get a little bit closer, I guess, to watch me paint, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, what's so funny? But anyway, let me tell you this. So the dog, the Labrador, stuck its, or the dog stretched out on the bed. I don't know. But anyway, I was sitting there painting. I looked up and that Labrador had paint all in its paw. And so I had to tell my mom, I said, Mom, I said, can you help me? She said, help you with what? She knew I was painting. She said, help you with what, son? I said, the dogs got their, I said, the beagle got its tail stuck in the paint, and the Labrador got its paw stuck in the paint. So let me tell you what we had to do. We had to give those dogs a bath. And oh my goodness, that's a chore. That's a chore when you have to wash the paint under the dog's tail or under the dog's paw. And most dogs don't like to get wet. And so we gave the dogs a bath. Of course, you know how dogs are. They shake, when they get through. So they shook, and then of course my mom told me to be careful, and so I was careful from that from then on. You know, and my mom was very witty anyway. That's why I miss my mom very, very much. If you haven't seen the video that I did on Mother's Day about my mom and how I helped her, you have to see that video. It's real cool. I think it's kind of short too, very short. But I was trying to teach my mom. Well, me and my mom. Let me put it this way: me and my mom, we used to help one another. She helped me with my homework, and my mom had arthritis real bad in her feet, and so a lot of times, um, I would, help her with her feet because she had arthritis so bad in her feet and stuff until I started to do that for her. And of course, nowadays I miss that, doing that for my mom. But um, but anyway, I had to help her. She had arthritis so bad. Some days I think that's where I get that from. I get it from her. But y'all know the story about me and my knee. Yeah, y'all know the story about that. Okay, now we're on this dirt road in there. I'll get off my soapbox and get on to painting. Yeah, sounds familiar, huh? Get off my soapbox and I'll just get on to my. How about that? Yeah, yeah, I'll get off my soapbox and get on to my painting. I might put a little road going that way. Yes. going to do that then. Like I said, have some fun when you're painting. More road there, put a road there. Who's gonna stop me? Ain't no more stop me. I'm gonna put a road there. I'm going to put a road going this way. Then put a road going that way then. Be creative when you paint. You know, be creative. Be creative when you paint. If you want a road there, then put a road there and take that fence out. See there? You can do anything. You can do anything when if you make your mind up to it, then you can do it. As long as you make up your mind, then you can do it. Wow, look at that. Yeah. Don't give me those thumbs up because it really, really helps me a lot. I would think maybe for me, it probably take me probably about November probably to get 1K. But eventually I will get 1K. It might take me until about I would think maybe about November to get 1K. That's a, that's a, I know it takes a while. And y'all know what? After when I get that 1K, then I'm gonna get monetized. I'm going to get monetized. Because already, let me tell you about this. Already they're playing advertisements on some of my videos. I am so thrilled. I am thrilled. Like, oh, cool. This is really cool. I like this. Yeah. I did a video advertising them. Y'all have not seen that video. It's a real short video. But let me tell you guys about this. If you have not seen this video, you ought to check it out. I did a video, very short video. And I was advertising the painting class. And let me tell you guys about something. Did you know that that video that I did of that has over 700 views on it? Over 700 views. And I am thrilled. You know, I'm really, really thrilled about that. I couldn't believe it. You know, I'm like, oh wow, that one has over 7,000 views. Like, man, I like that. And they're advertising on it. I'm like, hey, I love it. I like this and I love this. How cool is that? You know, how cool is that? Yeah. Can't wait to kill my sister-in-law. Yeah. Okay. We have over, oh, okay. I've been painting for over about 1 hour now. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm gonna keep it going. I have somebody new in my chat. Yes, I had somebody new in my chat. And y'all just hit that or just smack that thumbs up button for me, and I really appreciate it. Hopefully, I don't know exactly when I'll be doing this, but hopefully I'll be able to teach um Well, I'm already teaching. I'm teaching on YouTube. On my channel. Sorry. I mean some more. Yeah. Um. Hopefully, I'll be able to uh, teach at my church and to teach people how to paint. That's going to be so awesome. But I don't know when that will be. Okay. But I've been thinking about doing some stuff like that and teaching teaching classes like that. Me, I love doing this kind of stuff. You guys know that. Okay. Look at there. Wow. You guys are saying, man, you're so good. So talented. Yeah, I am. But I love to do this because God gave me the talent to do this. And I give him all the glory. All the glory. I give God all the glory for this. Now that right there, let me explain that to y'all. Sometimes in painting, you're going to make mud. That's way it is in painting. You're going to make mud. So I made some mud right there. But yes, welcome into the live stream. You give me that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And 1 hour into the live stream, and so let's see. I think maybe I need to quit. And I'm gonna move back for my. Okay, I'm gonna get back over. Guys, hang on just a second. Okay. I have to get me some more roses thinner. Now it's yellow. Every time I come on here, no, it's not. I thought it was yellow, but it's not yellow no more. Okay. Um. Now I want to say something to you guys while have you guys on. I'm still on my live stream. I used to do. I used to have a fan club, and I might start my fan club back up again. And the reason being is because I have, I have some people at my church I would love to be in the fan club. Now, the fan club that I have is free. It's free. And I would love y'all to join the fan club. It's totally free. And, one of the things I used to do is on Fridays, I used to do, on Fridays, I used to do question and answer, questions and answers. And so, of course, I can't hardly do the questions and answers unless I did it on my tablet, okay? Because my cell phone doesn't, work very good for that. But if you have a question about art, let me know in the comments below, and will try to answer your questions when I go live again. When I go live again, okay, so try to have your questions ready. So when I go live, I can answer your questions about art. Okay, because I would love to do that. Okay, I would love to do that. Okay, if you have any questions, you know, because now I have a painting show. Painting show. Then this is, you know, my painting show. But that's what that's what my painting show is all about. Okay, and for me, I love to share my talents with you guys. Okay, I love to share my talent with y'all. And earlier today, I did a I did something. I don't know where it is, but anyway, I did a adult coloring. Now, I used to do adult coloring, and I still do adult coloring. So I did adult coloring on a tree, and it's talking about the trees, like in the forest, singing for joy. Now, you know, on that video, I was telling you guys about when I do my own praise and worship. Okay, I do my own praise and worship. All right, but I do my praise and worship by myself. Okay, by myself. That's when I spend time with the Lord. And I spend time with the Lord, and I have a real good relationship with Him and with His Father. You see, I have a relationship with Him and with His Father. So you see, like, I can go, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. I'll have a real good relationship with Him. So you see, I'll spend quality time. I'll I don't turn the TV on. I don't turn the TV on, anything like that. I have to have a quiet time with the Lord. I love having a quiet time with Him. Matter of fact, let me read a passage in the Bible to you guys. I have one watching. I bet that's the person from my church watching. If you guys hang on just a minute, I want to read something to you guys. Something I found in my Bible that was very, very interesting. Okay. We all hear about the last days. Okay, we all hear about the last days. Well, let me tell you, for me, I believe that we're in the last days. Okay, that's what I believe. Okay? I believe that we're in the last days. Okay, and so let me tell you. Well, I can go in my stream. You guys want to watch me? Okay, well, I can guess I'll go ahead and end my stream then. Oh no, I was about to. Okay, sorry, I was looking at up my numbers there. Okay, so let me tell you. Now, I'm gonna open my Bible to the book of Mark. Okay. Um, I found a passage in the Bible, and okay, you still here? Okay, thank you. Okay. Um, I started thinking about this, and I started thinking about the last days. I think Sunday, when my brother was uh, pastoring at the church where I go to, and so I started thinking about this. we're in the last days. Okay. And sometimes, let me tell you about this. Sometimes God gives me dreams that has to do with the last days. And sometimes it's, earthquakes, something like that, earthquakes or something. And sometimes those dreams seem so real. They seem so real. And sometimes he wakes me up to read a scripture out of the Bible. Now, not all the time, but sometimes he'll wake me up to read passages out of the Bible, read scriptures out of the Bible. He might wake me up, wee hours in the morning, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I have to be ready, to read scriptures. And you know, let me say this, and I'll read that scripture. I said this before on some of my streams, and I'm going to say it again. About I don't know, March the 5th. March the 5th. I saw heaven for the very first time. Very first time. It was in what you call an open vision. And the open vision means it happens very quickly, happens right in front of your eyes. It happens very quickly. And I saw heaven. And to me, in that vision, heaven was so beautiful. So beautiful. I saw people. I saw my dad. I saw some other people. It was, it was beautiful. It was not a dream. And I lost all track of time that night. I did not know what time it was because I lost all track. If I had a watch on my hand, I could not tell y'all what time it was because I lost all track of time that night. I had no idea of what time it was. And heaven is very, very real. It's a beautiful place. Very, very beautiful. One minute I was crying. I was crying about my mom. Next minute I was dry. Very, very dry. And I saw heaven. And let me tell you about something else. Speaking of that, not one thing on my body hurt me that night. Not one thing. I have a little bit, maybe still there, a little bit of dyslexia. Dyslexia is a learning problem. To have it that night, probably did not. And then I get very quiet that night, and Jesus speaking to me that night, and he says, "Son," he says, "this is where your mother's going to be within a few hours." And then he spoke to me again that same week. He says, "Son," he says, "I want you to tell my people what you have saw." Wow. I tell you that, to me, that is so amazing, And, but anyway, let me read the scripture out of the Bible before I forget. Okay, so I found this in the book of Mark. And I'll try to explain it the best I can. Okay, so it says, "Watch therefore, for you know not when the master of the house comes, even or at midnight, or in the morning. Suddenly he'll find you sleeping. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch." See, he's speaking. He's talking about when he comes back. See? To me, that's what Jesus is referring to. He's talking about when he comes back. Now, to me, I believe that he's coming soon. I assume I just don't know, but I do believe that he's coming back soon. And it took me a long time to find out um, about what. Let me fix mine. Uh, so hang on just a minute. It took me a long time to figure out what he meant when he said bride. He's coming for his bride. He's talk. I think I heard somebody tell me that he's coming back from his bride, and it means the church. And it took me, it took me a long time to figure that out. But yeah, that's what I believe. Okay, I believe that he's coming soon. Okay, and you know, you have to be ready. Now, me, I'm already ready. And why I'm telling you about this, um, I would witness. I tell people about Jesus all the time. I can remember a time when I was down in San Antonio, Texas. This was many years ago. I was down in San Antonio, Texas. And I start getting this feeling deep on the inside, like I need to talk to somebody. And I was at amusement park. And while I was at this amusement park, I had this feeling deep on the inside, like God was talking to me. And he said, son, he said, you see that man standing over there? And I said, yes. He said, son, I want you to talk to that man about my son. I said, okay. So all day that day, I would keep my eyes right on that elderly man all day. Well, time had come for the park to close that night. So I was with my sister-in-law. And so we was walking back towards the van or whatever. That time we had a van. So I was walking back towards the van. Again, that feeling started to grasp on to me. And I told my sister-in-law, I said, hey, I said, she said, well, she said, let's go to the van. I said, no, there's something I need to do. I said, I need to talk to this man. She says, okay. She said, I'll wait for you at the van. I walked right up to this man and started with a conversation first. Started up a conversation. And we was out in the parking lot. And so I started giving him the 10 commandments. I gave him all 10. And so for one, I got, I always get mixed up on one that uh, one 10 commandments I always get mixed up on. It's okay. But anyway, so I was talking to this man, and all of a sudden, this man almost, I thought he's going to get aggravated, mad at me. And, I just told him, I said, do you know Jesus? He's a personal savior. He said, no, not really. And so I told him, I said, would you like to get to know him? I said, I know him. He's, he's my friend. He's my best friend. This went on for hours, maybe a few minutes, but I couldn't pray for him. And the reason being I couldn't pray for him because I saw security. Okay, I saw park security, and they would drive up and down, up and down. But would I'm going to let that stop me from telling this man about Jesus? No. Well, I told this man, and make a long story short. So I asked this man. I said, "Tell me something." You could tell too that he had a speech problem. Although I could tell he had a stroke because the way he was speaking, his voice was kind of, not right. And so I was talking to him. I said, "Do you have a Bible at home?" He says, "No." I said, "You don't have a Bible?" I said, "You ought to get a Bible and read that Bible." I read mine every single day. Every day I read that Bible. I read God's word every single day. When I got back into the van, my tears started coming out of my eyes that night. They was driving, and my niece, my niece asked me. She said, "Uncle Mark." I said, "Yeah." She said, "What would you tell that man in the parking lot?" I told him about Jesus. You see, there are some other times I'll tell people about Jesus. I was down at the Denton Jazz Festival that you know it goes on down there, and I would share my faith with people there. About 2 years ago, I was over there waiting for my sister-in-law to pick me up, and she told me to sit out on this picnic table type. I said, "Okay." Sitting there waiting for her to pick me up. I saw this man with his little girl, and this man, he said, "What kind of paintings you do?" I told him. Then he says, he turned to his little girl and he said something to her. I looked up towards the heavens, and I said, not out loud. I told the father, I said, "Is he the one that you need me to speak to?" And she came back, "Yes, he's the one you need to talk to. You need to tell him about my son." So I did. One-on-one conversation with this man. Then I looked up. This man turned to his daughter to tell her something. I looked up. I saw this young man, young guy, showed up in the crowd. Just showed up. He just showed up up in the crowd. He wasn't talking to nobody, but he knew I was over there. He sits on the left hand side, and I said, "Hi, how you doing?" Did you know that man did not say one word to me? But let me tell you, I saw this man. He's looking right up into the trees, looking straight up into the sky. So I asked God, I said, "Father," I said, "have you sent an angel to me?" He says, "Yes." He said, "Because," he said, "son," he says, "I know you're talking to that man." He said, "But that angel's going to protect you from the man." And see, this thing draws out hundreds of people, all the time. So I'm sitting there and talking to the man and everything, but the young guy was very young looking, very, very young, very, very thin. Never seen a person that thin before. Very thin. Then there was another occasion when I saw another one. I saw another angel years ago, many years ago. It was the messenger. You know, they're just messengers sent from God. And so I saw this messenger. I was going almost through depression. I was almost going through depression. Everything was fine in Sunday school class. Everything was fine in Sunday school class. But when time came for the worship to start, I always sit on the second row of the church. And my brother was up at the pulpit talking to the congregation. In this church where I was at, there was three doors. There was two doors down on one end, two on the other end, and two in the back. Okay. Okay. I don't see. No. Okay, so I don't know why my numbers always doing that. It does. Um. Oh yeah, I'll tell you all about this story about this person, or was a person. But like I said, I was going through depression. Well, almost. It wasn't quite that bad. So it was I was sitting there on the second row that day. Now my brother was up, you know, the pulpit. I think this was called that platform. And maybe it's up on the platform. I don't know. I think he was up on the platform. So they was getting ready to go by and shake hands, you know, meet and greet. And this lady appears out of nowhere. Beautiful. I mean, she was just as beautiful as she could be. She comes over, sits next to me. She was so beautiful. I mean, she was just she was beautiful. But the only way I can describe to her what she looked like Mary. She looked like Mary. So what's Mary doing sitting next to me? But it wasn't Mary. She had on a white robe that goes all the way down her feet. Very young looking. Very, very, very young. Now, how young, I don't know, but she was very young looking. And she's very thin looking. Very, 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 very thin. Her voice was very smooth, not like mine. Her voice, when she spoke to me, was very, very soft spoken. So very soft, very smooth. There's some things I cannot say in the stream, what she said, because it's too personal. Well, that day after church, me and my brother was going to go, because I think my sister was working that day. So me and my brother was going to go out and eat with some 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 church members. So we get back in the car, go to the restaurant. And so, okay, okay, they don't want to work right. So anyway, um, so anyway, so we was drive. He was driving. I was talking to him. I said, "Hey," I said, I had somebody sit next to me I had never seen before." He said, "Who was it?" I I don't know. Did you know by the time we got to that restaurant, it was still on my mind? It was still on my mind. Like, who was that? Because, when she was talking to me, the room in that sanctuary changed. It changed for me in an instant. I mean, it changed quickly. And when I was sitting there talking to her, she was talking to me, I couldn't move. And I felt like somebody else is sitting on the next seat. I could not move, not once. I could not move at all. And then she told me, she said, "You have a blessed day, sure." She held up her hand like that. She said, "You have a blessed day." Walked right in front of me. When she walked right in front of me, I could feel a warmth coming off of her. Now, where she went, I don't know. She go through those doors, didn't see them. I didn't see them come. I did not see them go open. No, nothing. So when we got back in the car, get to the restaurant, she was still in my mind. I was still thinking about her. I'm like, wow, she's beautiful. She's as beautiful as she could be. Now, when we got home, she was still in my mind. And so, that night I read the scriptures, I prayed, and then God gave me a dream. He gave me a dream, and I saw her again. Same seats, same time, same questions. There was a man in the dream at the church where I was at that time. So this man comes by in a dream in the church in my dream. He said, "Hey," he said, "who you talking to?" He said, I see you sitting over here talking to yourself." I said, "Nah, no, I'm not gonna talk. I'm not talking to myself." He said, "Oh yeah, you are. Yeah, you're sitting over here talking to yourself." I said, "No, no, I'm not." I said, "I have there's somebody else here." I said, "I believe I see an angel sitting right next to me." He said, "Angel?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I don't know this." I said, "But I believe I see my cousin, which my cousin passed away." He said, "Well, that's all." He said, "That's impossible." I said, "Not when I'm saying it's not." You know, it was so awesome to see that. You know, I haven't seen her since then. I have not seen her since then. You know, but she was beautiful. Yeah, I thought it was Mary's. I thought it was Mary, but it wasn't her. But she was really concerned for me. I wish I could see her again because she's so beautiful. And that robe she had on went all the way down to her feet. Now I could not tell, I can't tell y'all if she had sandals on or she was barefoot because the robe went all the way down towards where her feet were. And by that time, this church I was going to back then the time, that guy playing the piano. And for a minute, I thought I was in heaven because the atmosphere was so different. It was so different. And I could hear people laughing and joking. And then, when I turned around, she was gone. You know, I went and I thought I was looking all in that sanctuary. I'm like, I don't see nobody in this sanctuary that had on a white robe. I don't see that person. There's another time when I saw a messenger again. This time when I saw a messenger, it was back when I was going to school. It happened on a school night. This one has a surprise ending to this. A very surprise ending. You'll love the surprise ending to this. Uh, so I had read the scriptures that night, prayed, and went to sleep. About, I would say, wee hours in the morning, probably about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I was awakened. My name was called twice, 2 times I know of. And the second time I woke up and I saw this person. Now, let me explain to y'all. Uh, this person or this messenger was sitting in a chair that my mom had where my clothes was laid out for me to put on for the next day for me to go to school. And so this messenger was sitting on the clothes. He's talking to me, and they're getting too very, very thin. He's very thin looking, very thin. His hair was just as blonde as it could be. And his hair just was real blonde looking. Um, you know, very young. I would say he's very, very, very young looking. His voice was very soft spoken. So I asked him, I said, hey, I said, can I get my mom? He said, no. He said, I'm ready not to get your mother. He said, you see, he said, because if you get your mom, he said, my job will not be completed. And then he told me, he said, hey, he says, behold, he said, do not be afraid. He said, I'm not here to hurt you. He said, I'm here to give you a message. A message. So, yeah, yeah, they don't, when I saw these messages and they, they don't bother me, I like them. I love angels, you know. That's why sometimes I believe that I have angels you know, where I am, and they don't bother me. See, when I go to sleep, I close the door, turn the lights off, and I pray. I pray constantly. Being a deacon, now I am a deacon again. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. You see, God is using me. He's using me to tell people about His Son. And when I go to this festival, I would tell people that God loves them. I had a man when I told this to a person. I said, God loves you. I was expecting. this man to get real mad. But you know what he did? Opened up his arms. He says, "Come here." Opens up his arms and gave me a great big hug right there in the tent. Never seen this person before. Just opens up his arm. He says, "I'm gonna give you a great big hug." I thought he was gonna punch me. You know, no, no, don't punch me. But no, and that's not what he did. He opened up his arms and gave me a great big hug because I told him that I loved him. 2 years ago, we went out to the fair. There was a man working the booth, balloon dart booth. What I'll be going again. Was going to be entering a painting in the fair. So, well, that reminds me, I have a painting that some of y'all probably had not seen before. But anyway, I told this man that God loves him. He says, "Thank you." Okay, so let me show y'all this painting that I did. This is a painting that I won a blue ribbon on. And I've been on for 2 hours. Oh, I can't believe that. 2 hour live stream. Woohoo! Yes. Okay, now, if y'all look, and I want y'all to see this. Look at there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that painting. Y'all see that ribbon? That's first place. Look at that painting. Let's see. Well, okay. Can't do that. I can't do much about that tag, but it's a beautiful painting. There's some paintings y'all never seen before. So I won first place on that one 2 or 3 years ago. Won either first or second place at a fair on that one. There's one right there that I painted. That was in class. Those are red hibiscus. Isn't that beautiful? And there's another one right there. I did that one in class as well. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, that's pink. Yes. Hey, my friend Pink. I can't wait to see you. Pink, I know you and me gonna have fun when we see one another Sunday. Oh, I'm getting excited. I can't wait to see you, Pink. I can't wait to see you. You're my friend, and I can't wait to see my friend Pink. Hey, Pink, did you share the stream out for me? Pink, you're gonna be so happy for me. Pink, I'm doing a 2 hour live stream. Can you believe that? 2 hour live stream. Wow. Pretty awesome, isn't it, Pink? Can't wait to see you, Pink. Yes. Pink Motivation is a friend of mine. She's one of my YouTube friends. And I can't wait to see her. YouTube, like a YouTube meetup. Can't wait to see my friend Pink. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, guys, I have been on for over 2 hours now. Oh my goodness. I'll keep on. I'll go up, what, 4 hours? 4 hour live stream? It reminds me going on for 4 hours. I've done that before. Going on for 4 hours. I've done that before. Yeah, me and Pink are real good friends. I love Pink Motivation. Yeah. Yeah. think I'll be glad when you can go get back and go like think maybe I know maybe we're going to be doing a live Sunday, Pink. Wish I could do a live on my tablet, Pink. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Pink, you and me can do a live together. Oh, maybe ask Shirley. Maybe Shirley might can get us just going for a live. Maybe I don't know, Pink. Maybe you can help. We can do a live together. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Before I end my stream, um, the real lady Atanya. I got to tell you about this guy. The real lady Atanya is another YouTube friend of mine, and I been told that she has a brain tumor, and so I don't know how serious it is. This must be quite serious, but prayers need to go out for the real lady Atanya. So remember her in prayer. I think then you can just call her Atanya. Okay. Well, I've been on for 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream. Maybe I can do another stream tomorrow. Oh, maybe when I get back from church, I'll do another stream. Oh, I'm back on. Every time I see that one go down to zero, it comes back up to one again. Yeah, every time I see that. Yeah, so y'all remember, real late Atanya when you pray for her. So the tumor must be, uh, she must be pretty sick. Uh, Pink, when you talk to the real Pink, you're still in the chat. When you talk to the real lady Tanya, tell her that I have I told the people at my church to pray for her. Okay, guys, I've been enjoying this 2 hours live stream. Hope some of you guys share me out on my stream. Yeah, because the more when you share out, the more people you can get to watch. Am I correct, Pink? So if you share the stream out, the more people. Sorry about that. Right. The more you share it out, I think the more people you can get to watch. Something like that. Yeah, I've been on for 2 hours, 2 hour live stream. This is so cool. Hey, Pink, you still in the chat? Did you see my YouTube pillow? You see it? There it is, Pink. There's my YouTube pillow right there. See it? There it is. Did you see it, Pink? Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off my stream now, and hoping I can do another stream tomorrow. And I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream because this thing's hopping around from 0 to 1. Okay, so thanks to my mods. I had my mods come in. Thanks to my mods, and thanks for some people who watch my live. Okay, thanks guys, and Remember, Jesus loves you, and I love you. Good night. Bye. Good night.